who is the weather analysis, humidity level in the atmosphere be echo form. Every material be susceptible to fire outbreak. Everything now can easily catches fire. So for now, the number or the rate of fires are gradually coming up, and most of the times, the first quarter biara fire incidents occur from December, January, February, March. We always record the highest fire incidents.
From December, January, February. Wow.
That is when we have a lot of fires. And so we share that period, so most of the fires are recorded bushfires, any domestic fires. The bushfires need a higher papa because bushfires ankasa as a number one, even burning the bush ankasa offensive according to Act 229 of 1990. Yes, it is illegal to burn any bush or to cause burning of any vegetation for any purpose or any reasons, except you take permission from certain institutions like Forestry Department, Ghana Fire Service, or the Ministry of Agri. These are the places that you can ask for permission to if necessary, burn the bush.
But do we know that law? Because it seems we are ignorant about this, and then Obia Sora and our Oreshwazi Anamebwa.
No, say, well, education, as for education on this thing, they be a radio, you call communities here. Now, Ghanaians and Kasa, unless you are caught up with the law, and sana, you give attention to some aspects of it. But this thing, most of the communities around, if you ask them, we have met them, especially some of the opinion leaders, some of the chiefs, community centers, Yakoho here, education. My boss was last month? Yes, last month, most of the community radio stations, no more education or me one or be community members.
Yeah, me say I am a page I want the kakramam. I say, me signal there. Windy no phone.
Into first quarter, any last quarter, especially December to March, that is when we record a lot of incidents. So this period, this is the time we are well prepared, and this is the time we expect some of these incidents.
Now, per the investigations, and per your work, what might be the contributing factor, or within those periods now, then we record higher incidents?
Just like I mentioned, when it gets to this time, everything is dried up. Everything is susceptible to fire outbreak. Well, it's not like when it is raining that you have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, which makes it very difficult for burning to take place. But when the atmosphere is very dry, it means that everything is combustible, being the vegetation, being the solid materials, and any other thing. So it depends on how you and I handle sources of heat. Like I mentioned, majority of the fires we record in the first quarter are mostly bushfires. And these bushfires are not the regular bushfires you and I know, even though we record some of them. But most of them are urban bushfires, fires that occur within our own environment, especially in the newly built areas where you have vegetation within houses. People decide to burn them, either for construction purposes. And normal construction. So instead of bringing somebody to clear it, no move to a jagum, then it burns the place. Then when it goes out of control, before they invite fire service to come in to come and give assistance. So most of the fires we record at that in the first quarter is as a result of bush burning, and the burning is as a result of one, construction, and two, farming purposes. Most of them, they want to do their farming, wants to plant his plantain or cassava, then he puts the fire there without even taking his time to ensure that he creates fire belts so that the fire doesn't travel beyond the expected areas. And some people feel they can control it, so they stand there until the fire goes out of control. They call fire service, and most of the time, when fire service gets to the scene, they don't see anybody, especially bushfires. You don't see anybody, so you don't even know who to ask how the fire started. And thirdly, some do hunting. They go to do hunting. They set the fire to look for grante.
One away group hunting.
I continue to see.
No, until say after getting their grante, they don't care what happens to the fire until they leave the scene. And some they burn it, especially some noted areas along the coast where they harvest crabs. Oh, now sometimes say some of those areas the crabs are more assassin inside. How do I say? No, nti omu she saw a grass for them to have access to.
Wow, nti nkoto nyina odija kan no mo ba so.
Obonija.
Wow.
So there's a particular place in Cape Coast here. Last year, they call two people are now. Yes, and the following year, that thing didn't happen again. So we are monitoring this year to see whether. So these three are the major causes of some of these bushfires, apart from some that are accidents. Either somebody is cooking somewhere and the fire travels to the premises. And I just remember last week there was a similar fire in Winneba, where about 22 huts were burnt. When I say hut, I don't know how to describe it. Those houses are almost you see grass. Almost, I think it's thatch houses.
Okay.
Herdsmen. So most of the houses, there are about 50 something houses that were made up of that thatch. And about 20 something got burnt.
Wow.
Because somebody was doing or unattended burning. So it travels to the thatch, and from one thatch to another to another. So when fire service got there, we were able to do, we got there 20 something were already burnt, about 22. So we were able to defend the rest of the 50 something from burning. So this time, when you don't handle heat well, you are going to cost your life.
All right. So we see in common the reason, and going into the festive season. In Juma be no bokodo. I mean, and some be no bokodo. Them the one man a particular month, a particular period that ijano otumna opeja pa. But then my menyon call embrano dubio, mensan call embrano dubio. There say beshiwaza or there kwaji permit free Ghana National Fire Service and other agencies are authorized before etumna asho. As a Samam Mumifie na many maybe a wire that dow maybe Percy Nazi, but Pada Meshona, on so also there, maybe Beji Tum Krata and Sana Mashona.
Learn today, you ubet mashi, but ensure say, sir, a janu, and it will not travel beyond Azao Padesh.
Okay.
You understand? So that is what we call uncontrolled burning. So if it goes beyond where you expected, then you are now violating the laws.
Okay.
So we have conservative areas which for some reasons can be burned. Maybe maybe advice from wildlife conservation or Ministry of Agri. Maybe they have a particular exercise or something they want to do in conservative areas. There are also laid down procedures they go by before they. But as an individual, if your actions or inaction causes uncontrolled burning, is against the law and you can be arrested. And obia also when whom no one can. So we are accomplice.
Obia onhui na.
Ya ni nwa tue de onya azori yenyi. Ozo how baba
na one can.
Wentum wantwena engina don. Yeba na yebohwehwe nipa oyedam na yatwa na so a awa ewo ho a ebon mo ya azo tedam no so mbre otum na mamini arekasan oka nwanu ma na de eya instances ana kwan bi a oya ye no taba nkofu bi so a oya won so wata wozigya zi dwuma wo hen efu na kwai mu paaye wona wotwa be palm wine tapas abetwa no ebe hia gya ize dwuma na yensi won kwan na mum ebe zi dwuma na ebe gya ho na jasamane bi butu akwato oye efu ni bi ana vegetation osande da membiri orkan oye efu na azin wawu ninti ija kakre biara obutu biara no oza how baba eyi pamwan tapes anada wona wotwa be sufiwa ya ikwafu na ihe na ebi wo ha yenye kwanyi na mmom oye ewo mfichi efu bi anada ado efu bi eye na ejiwa homa edzigigi wenwa ekoho osan embredodo a ebezi wo efu no minti obodo biribi a dey use man kakra na easy because mokwe efu mbe anapa nunsia ntuma ado ebi nizi na ekom abem nti ebo he na yaye ezi mbaba anada yaye je kakra muchi je kakra bi wo ho na ezi ayi na ezi ban na onu na yesrede eko wefu na eyizi bana na wie na bebe fia bo mozin hwede gen edum no kra ansa na ebe fiefu no mu aba because ebia ijanala odu bia na nyina o munala na na akofom janala bodum nse ahren kasa ho na aba na mframar bo na azin efu na azin nyina waye dry another waye we no mframa boma pye na jan waye ja ebaban na wa hyewa wonyama na eduan wa akobi na efum wa ka hyewaze ono na PNDC law 229 ordwin ya adwinjira do na hemu binum so meyen de yerekɔ efum no ebo na ye wogya bi odayan kwa ho na yedzoko nti amemanyim zidam na general owadam na odam ko ho embes anade jasraman inyi bibi a ebi boto nti ebi mpa na onya wa adwene de aza epede kosin awonyim zidam nyim ma wechiri waye na bi akoto baby mo nza ha okese ozaba nti no so ye twa nkwankro ho na adwendua do ihe na ye yefu ihe na ye wo gardens kakra yenhwe de ye bezida ma zido na ihe no so atitiri afibiara no ye won bia adaba ija towa no gwa ha ye won mbrono bi yan kwado ha mbrono da afibiara in bushfires ye taye ko na ye ko ni da me je o won sunsun ni pi climate change na azaba be ya nche by this time in ponche wi mai we see enwu da nansi nsu tuto nti nyina aka homa enyama sesa nti ye besre de yezi enyo bohwe da manzemi
na mentwe wana adwene nsi adibido filling station enim otumuto tilapia wa PR because my site filling station be na nani mo bi so tutu tilapia serious pa is it permissible or permissible there that may be out to them no or be able to wait the dwuma no
it depends on several factors. Because minim bebia kanu nti yakoya assessment na wo de a threat to the filling station there. You be advise ya na you be make it law, you be enforce law. But what happens is that every filling station biara your standard be if you want to operate a now meeting. And risk in fire fuel filling station depends on the fire safety measures you have put in place. In some places you even go, you have fuel filling stations in hotel. Sometimes the hotel has underground, and the underground, nothing wrong with that. Provided you follow the basic fire safety measures. Until measures here strong there, anyhow be. But unless you call assess the situation. Asana yebetima ye recommendation.
All right. Now yenhwe na fifi yenyimde gas one major area oja tumi fado na oba na ebi wa ori ediba no kitchen gas sido na ekodema fan sido TV sido fridge sido na weja da menya meni na ho na osha kitchen na ori ediba. I mean, or is it okay that able to munaya dama? Commander.
But as I'm busy, no,
Messi, if you are, yeah, safety. Yankade ijambra, but ijabutumwaba at any point in time. Na aso fridge sido, aso TV sido, fan sido, na sha kitchen, na aso gas sido na area edibane. Is it advisable?
Say even the fan, TV, home theater, a connect. Say ni nyina woni designated sockets a wa plugger are only overloaded how when you ho. How when you na kitchen no so is by no mpiani pino only there yeja hinezban ye idisi jadun yejan embretensen the dim inda otido wadwen befido nti sari yezbana rinja ho embretensen aida day ibejina ho ahwe ujazo ahwe ma azekono wabin na nzama oche bin no sa asa na etina ehwe TV a brings ebo man ho time bi periodically ofi betro no eba kwa kwahwe de azen accident na ye him pi ibi won pa nkwahwe TV na mmom ibi afa no phone do obejina abo ano wakasa ni we free de BBC do enti TV botumi sido, fridge botumi sido, fan botumi sido na ayiwezi ba nemmum provided the day dama inferior is nyina wa hodin yezi UC on year overloaded but ni na woni designated sockets are use in years are ono how be ringing.
Okay.
Mami Fabi nkawo now so you should also ensure say one using prolongly one let's say if you don't need it don't just unplug it, put it out. Apart from you even exhausting your electrical current in the house, you also when you overuse an electrical appliance cause heat a bit more heat, then heat too can lead to another level of unwanted situation.
Nti en user man so
ozande da men free na rebobani nyina ya de bia osudi chera o de shoba na shupi no ansa na jababan ye hia frama wo ho ye hia show ni hia za o show nyame basi nti heat no another show no kosoro pa paa na mframa so nemi adze no so fa ne utumi hyew nti se oyaza nsena ho a ana nyi da ma bia kro na nchemfa so bi anye ho de ibeje sido da minyim de mre yaze wojaze be sima be desa rokon na ma hye jaza da ma mfiri na adze osisudu nyina ho nyi kwan de meje sido nti ninchiremnyi.
Another important thing is we cooking or jazzing. Mean kwaye aza ebefa attention or the ebema or divided attention. When you are cooking, we advise that do cooking alone. Don't put on television. And now we share telenovela. So now the same time now we esban or jazzing. It will get to a point the attention will be taken by the television. So you even forget Esbansu or
Jado.
You understand? So which can lead to a fire outbreak. So just if you want to cook, make sure you put out the television, finish cooking. If you want to watch television, make sure you cook early. San over television. But we sa zama bi enu de ebe dia beba na mobile phones nso. If you are in the kitchen, we advise mobile phone maenda baby maybe in the bedroom and in the hall because that one to ebetima take your attention from the cooking. And mama example around Fancy an incident happened about 3 years ago. There was this man in his house. He was cooking in the kitchen. Then he received call. So he called, or we if you say or noise ban of a jina bonti no call. So through call from his porch so no obejina roadside no for taxi.
Wow. Oh, you ban when you call. No pay abontin. I don't be your crown. Taxi Lubana po.
So
we did the ban.
He has forgotten that he was something like that in the room. So it was when the burning went out of control. Fire service came to the scene and Sana my friend would say Nifida before he runs to the house. When he came and met us there.
Wow.
So some of these things we talk about, they are practical things we have seen ourselves. But people who haven't experienced it thinks it is theory. It is not theory. These are things practically we have witnessed ourselves.
Okay. Now, Mimbisa, how do we detect the scent of a gas? Because any da now me share a new mobile banty. And one little girl, the story was the mommy suman wofi, but okra now out the gas obon wo demo, but okra na adeno so on say, and for her to verify there, adeno insuda unknowingly no okoso matches also ya poo. So I mean we need that education. I mean how do we detect gas and a detector? What should be the process we need to follow?
You see, gas itself, if you look at the properties of gas is senseless. It doesn't have any smell. Gas doesn't have smell. For example, if we ask you to describe the oxygen we breathe, the scent of oxygen, you can't tell us. But the LPG we use at home, the scent has been added. It's a chemical that has been added to it, so that when it is leaking, you can smell. So imagine we couldn't smell gas leakage. I mean, almost every now and then there will be explosions in everywhere. Yeah. So they introduce that chemical, some pungent smell, so that when there's a leakage, you can detect that there's a leakage. And see, when you get to the kitchen, first, just smell around. When you smell gas, or when you smell,
you turn on your anything,
even your lights.
Can you
Don't
implement
touch
so?
it. When you can smell any pungent smell in the kitchen, don't touch anything, even your mobile phone. Open all the louver blades, open the doors, let fresh air come in. Then you take your cylinder out of the kitchen for the concentration of the gas to go down. So when you take it out, then you look for the fault, then fix it before you bring it in. So when it gets filled up or concentrated in that particular area, it becomes so dangerous that even a mobile phone can trigger fire outbreak.
Okay. Commander, Mimbisa, Biso wa ebo kofi no. Na regulator no. We load the mobile. O de gudu pa.
No tasipa.
Ewo cylinder no do.
Say po brother o show nchen we o mimi azipo. Say no the man.
The man why no. Now what later na park mobile gudu. How dangerous is that?
Yeah. Regulator na ezi baba eza tudu no. Ansa na ezi baba tudu no po. Hwe ndada baba. So regulator o leak another gas cylinder ne true no leak na pedez baba to that when that or dead a chen kakra ehwe de onyes anamba ndada dada no ojai no eja ho mframa botuma abo bebe yodadu onye stable obotuma achia obotum gas ne betuma nya free flow abehye den nti se o cylinder o leaker instead of ezim baba to masre rubber bi shanosro ho or 2 cds sa dazena rules no do na regulator na cuts na do na wire ono so na ncha 40 cds or 50 cds faje wonkwa osande gas or expansion rate na dey say onye ja ne ho da ho a osenda wa to bomb my brother kan o kan brofo mama chirem kakra gas no what the nka bi another cent bi za man ama ehua na ati na ne cent today G40 obon kakra na motin de gas no oyade bi a yemfe enwua mfe hu awa ehye space ibu ihu nemum ehua so we sent it but you can never see it with your naked eye. So we cylinder ma otide nsu nti no friend liquid gas nti oya na so ewo so na so gas ibiwom o gas no wa abafom o oyema ogu cylinder ma otide nsu you can feel it onya ma opefi cylinder na contain no ogum no ba atmosphere na dem framama emfe nwu hu chide ehua nti se enyama ekwowijazi ana anya na ohihye hena dem ohihye hempoch ekwane etin kape amadu puede mo ken na ezukọ nwana wo filia so rubber na 2 cds asesa se head na nkasa so asesa mo amfa ha obi amfamba na me brother ka de men so light na mu de aye wonyim star bi kakra de we de na se ma bedema mo so matches danza mam so light hemu pinara hen light yeso ebo na eso light na ebo na wa pege kakra bibi o pege kakra na aja ye pa dama spark kakra ibi ne socket a ozo so na kania woni dem dama na oti nti gas na be shedem ho ya ekapra kanzie enya switch ni ya spark ne be na nche gas a wa shedem obaji wom nti ya besre de gas su wonfa nche dem ana wonfa nsi jaze wodisi adanchir ama sabibisa ntampana ebotume kodum regulator no wa baby kron sa supply number ijano obeje wojazo netuma attack on
onche bia mogbo ya homa na atum na etefu so abami bi from bridge to bridge yababa na yezin komo akwenim from bridge to bridge yebezin komo na ya hwe the safety ya shemu kena na enyina yampede next year yebesima obetake statistics no na December, another November, December, January, record no, you're breaking it down and no phone. But Commander, Misa, how do we fight fire outbreak? There, before we call fire service, the ija to into one bro because what's a or from fire watcher and our by Andrews and it's really but as sana fire service obobomuno emia ijano washa sikakra omi fie no mayadan ansana metum na ma fire service na waba
mpocho eja ana fire no yeguma horo enwa wo classes nsunsuni na nsunsuni o wegem no obegina nzama orshow nti items in a fire are classified, the components or the items that are being burnt nyama orshow ni yehwe yedzi chichim na ija oye nyama bit there kind of solid combustible materials nyama itumsum today idua rubber table solid materials on your liquid on your petrol na azira na diesel ono azititira yezutum niye nsu na hene fiefie nyinara no nde ye wanyina mahoze no wo ho nti yafanda se wo fie yansene demo na seje bi aba osande wanyina mahoze wo fie won ebi mpo ana sofa bi na ijatum wo carpet na jesum na wa akaka sofa or solid material itumizin su gudu na emmom osande ye wanyina mahozen wo fie ho nti inyaso yenyimde nsu na kanean wonka nti ebedzikan edumi fie ho miten main switching nem hwia edinsu egudu nsu no onye da ye nsu sronko bia nsu bia tum dumja azeboda na otie ho biom so se wo fire extinguisher da ma azu kokko na wuzu dumje na nsu ohia ono ntampanara se hu nyimzia ebotum za tackle fire nemmum these are two ways ana kwana bie na ebotum za dumje wo fi nemmum aza hinyina ode ya adwene sa mara odumje nyi minyim extinguisher use minyim safety tips nyina sadama smano mohwene on yede ma risk na medum na the most important thing na zo here kasin de maybe for akọ baby jojo move to a safe place. So you may know how to use a fire extinguisher, but if you do not have the courage at the moment or the moment na when you discover it is not safe to do so, don't say that because I know how to use a fire extinguisher I'm going to force myself. The most important, safety first. Run to safety and call the fire service. Nemum say wa kukudru de botuma a use extinguisher. Extinguishers won't find do mijabatan. Extinguisher ijawa sha seketen at the initial stage. Na botuma use extinguisher. Oye demaza oye den hene ye bia kro nyina ye poi kwa agba no na ye frɛ odumja. Na ka frɛ sembi. Odumja hen frɛ no yo kwana horowa wodiba fro odumja ibi ye eze ahomatrofo another telephone eziba fro odumjafo a telephone call ibi so your friend running call maka running call la tidenche castle wo here oye municipal another metropolitan assembly odumjafo aso ye ho yebutum yama security wa bohwi wa kafra hon on your running call ono so obananto nanamu no so the bicycle so the motor so the heno ekone kafra wana on your running call na yewo bibi so friend station outlook jede iya yewo municipal one ye nyima yehu de wusu kumo bi fi asaharaba esumi sense deja iya so yebotumi aba nti dama ekwane ba so titir ma ya nkofo de franya anoma trofo another telephone ne oya a friend mbantam na friend so obaso a oya yewo nyame bi a oye ne si akwan osu yan kwan there are impediments and obstructions asane budo ne aban amba na fred fire service
okay
ibi fred 999 999 was the fire service na mugwaro wa abano na musakura 999 won fan fire service wa Ghana.
Okay.
Oye 112 another 192 na dama 112 ana 192 efra okonkran yen national call center. Nti say oye Cape Coast ana gwen efra na won was ama pedu yen headquarters na won so why so ya brodu nko ha na why nti ozimbiri kakra it's a process.
Okay.
Nti biara wo biara obey hia na obey de ebenya anomatrofo direct line to the fire station. Nti amemiti go ehe kwata menya kura ode menya pedu one number.
Okay.
Na pedu wetum afra metro obetum so afa metro no number direct ono no oma yedu wanta.
Okay. And see, if you answer it was on as the various one numbers as Botuga, Pedu, and UCC, municipal, make one number available to the public. I'm a young from on Concran and Sana, or direct to call Moaba, Oba for Kala, Oba Conobana, as I may see. Ebusia, Ebia was same bisa, epide bisa, in painful, and in painful, a Cassandra Minion, na. Oh, if you was over no news asa. Now, what kind of cover is seen him? But me you are 0244 408046 and 0244 408354. Ya pick a course kakra na oya road safety phone so etumina abem. Good morning. Asankem.
Ebo papa. Something that will mean
Okay.
Asanka festival the whole Ghana Cape Coast Ogwe Kastle 90.3 one wayen no do ho sha e di ba bia bi wo ho enkwan aso to ina bi wo ho enkwan o kafe oye de oye mo wa hu da yes enkwan ho ama na main oso no na waye papa woka ahoma tromfo nya ahoma tromfo ai ye chadinsi fancam kakara ma kan dem ahoma tromfo da no ho ya hardrom o da samana ko papa na pe fu ho ya zo ko a che hia dan kasa na mesre ho de mo ho wo yi hoduma yen mesre de yemi hye papa na mesre o enke oya cylinder anale eyi ije pop we I did to gas infamaje enko oya mle bi de sadeko oya aswe ya wo fere me hen na se no ho atokima enke bentin enke wonye nsuo na won se won ka suma si wa di ko fie o sun do hawa ba na enke wa ya mo ho ala nan ka krabin pe wejo ama fa nkofe ma sama ma na mesre metro on kraso AK water west dem mesre pa bi a pa ekrofo electoral area nsu egbe na ansemi
okay
dogu don't think you're mama ya mazada
all right okay but I see baby. Good morning asankem
hello
mpacha wanda mensakani
hello moye wasanka
yo Mr. Odofo benda mensakani emboni
oboye okase makaso gespo
okay mpacha wase Mr. Onye
Inyo ncheche na wa cheche ntifan ko wa menyi pa ayam danso na se nko ANS nko woko nso na schools na adnes nko wa ke da men cheche bi anka mujize nko obobo pa because most American in the offending more than many obi one ma ne offending or kitchen wardrobe na cylinder ni share inside no stove ni so nti ono to them abandon way out offending because what got on from outside what in them you should be in na mo no so na medisi outside na mo connect mo bo use na medisi outside na medisi na shadow na my stove no so inside medem Mazachim between Mustuf and cylinder.
Okay.
No, terminal, Mazach shadow most mobile.
I say, oh, yeah, I'm quadring to you. Okay, you.
Oh, my day, yeah, quadrumpo, yeah, sometimes in blue. May I them improve bone de bia, maize, banana, baby, them. Okay, medium one.
Oh, yeah, price up there, Ebe and the Dama, and I'm a boy. advice I would okay.
I think yes, me want me be a baby.
Asankem t-shirt ewa. You will be a woman now to be I afraid. Mamobi, I. Okay, but that's it. Good morning, Asankem.
Oh, yeah, you are Sanka.
Come now, Mr. Wasam, and
come up here, and a brass and command, Sanko. I'm going to up today.
Christ in tea. Yeah, this is.
But that's it. Me, Massam, be an oil being, but or short.
Okay.
Maybe said there, I didn't know Yamping for radio, no, or better. But in Chesay and our call, information centers, in Chesay, or go to Chinum and a part by 7 to 8 that way now. Oma ehunu owo fie bia nso wo beti na nyame bi wo ha wotum watwe won we fie ho na atoya nchem no ontum mba etia ebie na na me papa kire bi de se even e be show we je bia awode e bobbo ho na mende na nwara wo ba na wo ba show na wan mentase papa se ma do ma ha ban be de polo ko e ma wo kira be de mo wan kafuri na se ma do no be de jokwaya Damana wada me banamba flow nanchi fire for woko na woko waka show mama na de otidan iyina me pede uyima no
okay
na kwona da ajinjire
yeah that's bebre okay ya before be one call bi aka ho na ya mampinfu eye asembisa no ano 0244 408046 0244 408354 okay obiambe mi ma menje ma commander na PR no obeyi nsembisa na no all right enti meje mama commander na commander nsembisa no ibi abanti
enti nyimpa ofre fi ankafu imotwatwi
yeah
ono na mepede mi na no kakra oye pedu substation anade dumfa yana dumjafa yo pedu no ade busumbe ebasar ko ananimu no ye nchechire wo nkrobi ohe nkwadu today ankafo nkamfoa efutu jukwa wiamoa kakomodo esuechi na nchechire ye ni nyina no is a community center free ibi wo ye kwa na panunum arbanu nunsia mbrenum ibi ho so a enwibire ne yeko na yezida mancheche yezekama ankrankron nti ankafo ya abo mi yefiri akotochire so nti yersan yakobium yeko mpene bien yeko 2 rounds na yersan yako ni yezida ma ncheche ne nsempe yezakọ inyo na kan bibi su fa de why ne fu bi wo dwukwa na wanka fuli or kashiwa odoba fra odumjafo ana motin den mbir kakra wa basino kwan na nche ye won kofi bi e wo from 5 volunteers inti na odumjafo ye mo hono ntete na nchechire na won wo bia udumja asue nyu they don't have fire stations in their neighborhoods inti na motin dem won yemo won ncheche na ntete na sebirika show na fu anano kwa na woko hwe na oye ncheche inti se ewo efu bi wo dwukwa ebotum afrehen me aba nemum eba so a etum enyuzi nkitahu anade yema nchechire as ketwe biara nyim wokona eba fada eba shiwefu na medzisma kurubaka ereshiwefu a ode epanta wo ehye no ntimekada me epanta wo boundary the boundary bia enyi ibi enyi ne bohye no mayede yakada epanta yapede dama u boundary sina ebodo kofi mu ato ahwea wo abese like a certain length abese bim inti no chede seja no so hwa no do bia efu biara nyina o ya ahwe na general tumdum otie obiom so apanta wo hyena no so azukura botuma yede se Ijenifi anafurba ana from one end orba na pansai ne fuku kakra wo hwan ebutum asanso asoja kro ha no ze kehia mo orban nti no ntra bia wefu na no no wo nti oye technique ana de nkyekire bia obapo a etum nye kire na nara kwa abotum wakahyo na emmom asuzu wo de erin kayen ye ma okaka haubi nti no mbrana si 229 osi ye bobo wo kaw me itua nipa kro na azina ase no anada ye bama de ifiazi ibi wo so a oye boat ebotua bi na azina ase no na asanso adefiazi oye abosom kakra ono judge na obekire.
All right. Okay. But I say Piero yenhwe obi say oya na cylinder no mo do akwa bonti no akwadra kaninti ozi plywood no da share cylinder no na ne bena nintim no ozi enyama akata cylinder no do no ori ye need ban. Is it advisable?
Difficult. Where the cylinder is, baby, a cylinder no one. Sa nyama odi kata cylinder. Hen ye problem say make sure say baby a cylinder no one. She biara mba.
Okay.
You understand? Na cylinder no so leak ya. Sa leakage no. Like my boss was saying, one cylinder na kasa LPG cylinder no. The reason why it is liquid is that it is the gas has been put under severe pressure and the temperature has been reduced to an extent that it has become liquid.
Okay.
I get in that. So a drop of gas, a liquor, multiply or expanded by 250 times.
Okay.
So imagine a molecule of gas multiply about 250 times.
Okay.
So when it happens like that, it easily occupies or it easily travels around that particular area and can cause problem. So that is why we don't want it to be in a confined area, so that when this multiplication or expansion of the gas takes place, it doesn't easily occupies any environment that can give you problem. So that is why it should be where there's enough ventilation, and the best place is outside. So inti upea udi kope burglar proofs yo small cages small cages
you are outside
okay. Inti ubetma fa cylinder bra outside.
Okay.
Now you use a cage with padlock. Okay. No lock.
Right.
Secure your cylinder fine. Okay. Then you are safe and your cylinder is also secured for you.
Okay. Commander, boko, but wabasana baby, and if you are down now, if you are, and I would invite you more na your education in Kankampo as we are going to enter into December. I mean, yababana education no akomo. But ansana yaboko krano me pedeze number no as it to go the various stations no na yanka from on kwa kransana waba into commander.
Oye pedu hen headquarters ho your control room bio ana control center bia oye fifi manto nyina won wo control files ana calls obane nyina one number ye 020 53 88 644 Miss Dubium 020 5388644 Eko UCC ana university dumja so ye wo so a so wo fie bia no ho a ono so oye 020 5388648 Mr. Dubium 020 5388644 no ye metro fire station and municipal extra here and so oh yeah 055 679 0109. Missy Dubium. Municipal Fire Service, one number 055 679 0109. Na angwamna azukura mpedem to krasa ne yako odumja yibudumja yenjisika. We don't charge. Yen service a charge they pay fire certificate and now training. You know, with certificates. No way. Inti mpeni pino a friend on banu nkwafu feel there. So wofra yebejunska. Nti mesre woto ankwankro wotua na odutua odumjafu na abanu ama ye damage me. Inti yedumija yenjisika. Nti yama etifu ntase na mo ntwentwa do so osa mo amu mfanzi agura na de won ko ansana ebe try de bodum no pa dikan friend amadama mbere na yerban na wo so tackle but enfan try wo hands and mfanzi agura na emu jinsem kura na ansana a friend o send yenya nyim de oye dum se ja so yi no sisi ahene efiefie tete ni mu atwetwe nti distance no obstructions yenya no ono kauna aya yendu tam nti yesreda yenjiska na bibia anya one free.
All right. Nti ebusia what's yenjiska de no ye free nti aya free fresh na enya abutar na waba na wabohwe ama mamenda empanyimfo ase na answer no obokọ no 1st December asanka me invite one asankem na siza enyanyi wa asanka asankem enyanyi wa asanka pia ranke bi adela ye ne dewa mu asankem enyanyi wa asanka aha enti 1st December ye wo siudo
you
ye bididi
Robert Minister
sports stadium ninja no one
I said last year
yeah
last year
who
beside
okay so last year how was the feeling
last year it was fine I was there with my deputy regional commander
okay and see a year become that's great so this year so you resido and see 1st December
okay baba
5 service no won the holiday but I want brand obedi de mayen
baba pastor ho support
one man higher morale but I say NT DO3 Adrin Eminsa on your district commander regional headquarters substation Damaso and yet say DO3 Abdul Wasu Hudu on your regional PRO Zima Ghana National Fire Service dem amazing kama kan ye fensi wahara obesan abebio na ye encheche no etum na akodo into officers salute ya dase bebre ebusia metwam aba na meba oyaza road safety e won so obetena se na yezi enkomo afan oye road safety ho. I'll be back.
Killer cut blind, killer Asankam is Asankam Festival 2023. Your Saka calendar 1st December. The biggest food festival will be happening live at the forecourt of Robert Mensah Sports Stadium. Seju Kekos. Hey, as a Muhian Wasanka. Beside the Ebeds Banam Ponebe Dam, our pressure bravo. Oh, you for another but in also Mutu. In your honor, Friday, the 1st of December 2023. This year is going to be massive on Sunday. The executioner, Wraths of War Bradford will be live. And good music from then till now.
What's good, my people? This is a Bradford, the Ghana Rap Shuffle. I'll be live in living color. It's going to be massive. Come, I'll be looking forward to seeing you. It's
but the free in a feeling, let's back to back hits. Remember, this is proudly brought to you by Kastle 90.3 FM. Come eat free, let's celebrate our farmers on this special day. From 9 a.m. sharp, let's eat, make friends, and have fun. For sponsorship or to book a stand, give us a call on 0244 406 500 or 0244 743 143. one station, all the hits. Kastle FM.
Killer cut, blood.
Asankam Asankam Festival 2023. Annual Saka Wakalanda 1st December. The biggest food festival will be happening live at the forecourt of Robert Mensah Sports Stadium. Seju Kekos. Hey, Aze Muhian Wasanka. Beside the Ebedi Banam Ponebe Dam. Our pressure bravo. Oh, you for another Banku. But in also Mutu. In your honor, Friday, the 1st of December 2023. Ebedi free. Asana. This year is going to be massive on Sunday. The executioner Raps of War Bradford will be live. Up in my end, good music from then till now.
What's good, my people? This is Abrafo, the Ghana Rap Shuffle. I'll be live in living color. It's going to be massive. Come, I'll be looking forward to seeing you. It's
free in a feeling as back to back hits. Remember, this is proudly brought to you by Kastle 90.3 FM. Come eat free. Let's celebrate our farmers on this special day. From 9 a.m. sharp, let's eat, make friends, and have fun. For sponsorship or to book a stand, give us a call on 0244 406 500 or 0244 743 143.
Comiel. Comiel luba soche, pensua, oruba soche, pensua, comiel luba soche, pensua, oruba soche, pensua, oya sankamo, pensua, oruba soche, pensua, fufu banku kokonte, pensua, oruba soche, pensua, zehia yewasanka, pensua, oruba soche, pensua, kastlefm za baby, pensua, oruba soche, pensua, oruba soche, pensua.
Enti okwaba mame kwaya wa mebio afizi empedo bia bokona onkaba ekwa ode ebodufie onti yebezi nkomo afan oye road safety home. Yes, freedom bria edi kosi oye afifufuru no mu no oya akwenhia no nso no otum na okoso pa enti anopei oya za ye mame Linda Afote Anan eba fimfini mantuma ha National Road Safety Authority no ye pina oda ano what na se yenko na enze enko mo ame akaba
pacho mejoso
na apome
oba dada roma
ye de mi ase
yakosada na se
ya Road Safety oh nyame adom ye hu ye pa o brother kri mi finish in the cry. Okay, anyway, Road Safety 10 grand Road Safety why boko
nyame adom
okay
yeah manage wo ho
all right okay recently yeah program bi ana wodi dwumezi bi maybe free the community and town no maybe free kakra but program no what was the program
okay pacho me da say na ye be chia with phone so nyina in fact every year 3rd Sunday of November no ye observe the friend World Day of Remembrance for Christ victims internet say enye Ghana pe na ye di sa dwumedi ye di wood no bibia a worldwide bibia ye inti this year no ye community ye de no wo winiba
okay
ye nyina ye beji atum say akwenhia esia ye beti pan na ye ti no around winiba ye ti no around dominance porting kaswa honomo na ye ti no honomo so a na kire say ye de victims no into omo prayer no omo omuhwe omo nkwa no ye de omo ko winiba hospitals no baby to say winiba government hospital ana ye de omo call trauma care center inti this year ye de call Winiba for a reason to say senior makano because of baby ye de omo kono and the fact say we need to create a greater awareness e wo honomo no inti ekodi sa dwumedie no wo Winiba omo terminal honomo ye wie ye no na ye koma victims no mo hospital no ye koma mu bibi kakra na butaya etai Sajumedie for 2023 no ye justice ye ka justice ye ka about fairness inti fair treatment to yen victims no inti ye ka fairness yen ka bibi to say ebia wo waba ye media personality na nyamimpengu na wenya kwenhia treatment I de bema ono they should give it to the ordinary person or no so wenya akwenhia no into fair treatment ebia op police report they should give you that fair treatment op insurance that fair treatment into it's all about being fair to everyone all road users e wo kwan so na yen slogan so aye use ye no support remember, support and act. Inti yebe kai omo hwehwe omo ehwi omo nkwa na omo prepra e wo ye kwan ne so ye support omo whether financially or with our encouragement any bibia ye dey support omo na ye act on nyama esese ye eno nso ebitimi ama akwenhia no anu abras nti bibia esese ye actions and inactions ye ema akwenhia ne ba no ni nyina we should act to ensure say we are bringing down the crashes nti basically no enu nti na ye de call Winiba ye kodi sa dwumedie no na buta ye de call no ene dia dwumedie ye di ni nyina eni.
All right. Now, as the you remember our victims, you share the region, the situation today.
Yeah, situation. A bit me I say compared to last year, no. I say situation here much better. We share akwenhia AC ewo.
The much better. Never could be easy.
Yeah, nyanka a bit me I can say, but we share. Between January eba October and cases I reported so far no about 845 for 2023 845 last year no 875 let's just say at least there's absolutely now 30% and 30
that is from January to October. Okay,
let's just say we had subtraction now we have a reduction of 30. That's the number, but we share percentage wise now 3% reduction in a year. We share vehicles and so on when you and so 1,317 last year 1,369 and also no ye wo be 4% reduction. However no call vehicles ni mo ye hu ne say commercial vehicles omunya akwenhia pa. I mean last year no na ye nya reduction ye can commercial vehicles compared to the previous year 2021 na a reduction. However no this year no you who say commercial vehicles are cost by 1%. Private vehicles no are conform by 7% and motorcycles ye can pragia ne tricycles ni moto ankasa it is 2-wheelers and 3-wheelers no and also conform by 4%. Say ye share omunya akwenhia as pedestrians into onamdade for no pedestrians no ye kabomwa 156 compared to last year you recorded by 203 and no yenya a reduction of 23%. Say oh no so komwa apart from akwinshan ebi mu prepraye ebi mu nso ehwere mu nkwa omo mu prepraye no omo mu hwere mu nkwa 39 compared to last year na 68 omo mu prepraye no 117 compared to last year na 135 internet say 43% reduction for omo wuye as a result of being pedestrians no na omo mu prepare nso no 13% reduction yeba generally inti omo a no mutishen mu akwinhia no esiye inti occupants of the vehicles akwinhia no esiye any even pedestrians akwinhia no esiye in total no you realize say this year no eno so yakofom ye won 139 as compared to last year na 163 no and also 15% reduction. But the unfortunate part of it is say ye ba omo mu prepare ewo akwinhia ni nyina mu no ye recorded 1448 as compared to last year na 1270 270 no 1270 no na say ye kosro by 14%. Osha clearly no commercial vehicles no osha omuna omukosro, which means say omo a no mutishen mo enti occupants of vehicles no na mutishen mo no omo pramo ultimate calculation who say a more of the commercial vehicles, which means say omo mu prepare ye share mo no a more than omo omushu omunkwa ewo akwinhia na esisi ni nyina ewo efrene say ye kwan ne so na obi bibisa won say what has accounted for all these reductions? Obviously no, we have not done a study to delve into it. I betimi aka say ye way and I way and I this measure ye and na reduction by, but somehow no we can attribute it to a few things. Obviously we have created that greater awareness of fairness and road safety, and then there's that awareness with collaboration with police for NIC, DVLA, fire service are now on board, a National Commission for Civic Education, so more on board. I mean, all stakeholders are on board. Inti education now is not just tailored at one side. We are doing an all-round education, and people are getting the friend is saying education now. And we also realize that probably less people are traveling. Inti populate kwan no ebema ebia traffic inti upese upentema koye wrongful overtaking and all that. People are also getting to understand probably the issues at stake. Say when they are on the road no, they need to be extra careful. And see Udeyanka say we are attributing our reduction and our successes no to some of these things. We are not saying categorically say no and na ama akwinhia na perform but at least because we have not done any investigation to assess and say these are the way no, right. But we are just saying it.
Okay. Is it last week or so Greater Accra a report to be out wire survey another wire report on road carnages within the Accra region. Now okobane there mostly odu weekends na akwinhia no okosropa in our region ahanso no oteden.
Okay, so enye yenka say just about Greater Accra.
Okay.
And yenka say just about our region, but this is also a survey some time past, and I realize say akwinhia no inti it's not a survey. Pominka say every year no after akwenhyia and after collate all the information related to accidents no you were building roads and research institute or more delving into it to know some of these things. We have realized say akwenhyia no usually see weekends, Friday to Sunday, and it is obvious these are the times a lot of festive activities ekoso a year wo honomo ebi mu ye wedding parties weekends na ye kokrom ebi a wakopa bi ukono nsa kakra enije is during weekends. It's just obvious say if we are not careful obi speeding or speedy wo kwan so pa, and then you being a defensive driver now you not being careful and then you end up crashing into such a person. It's true out of place Greater Accra for survey, you know, this is what they found. It's actually a general thing now.
Okay. Na yanhwe ebanebere na ebanebere na ye ka the peak accident no obapa.
Okay. Ushe enti the Building Roads and Research Institute we no mo de maye nso e kire hen say usually ye nya yakwenhyia no around festive seasons. Nti ye hwe bibi to say December one of your peak periods. And so be who say much as ye juma every day of the week. Into 52 weeks now you're winning in every day, no 365 all year round. Baby to me weekends if you but even weekends when the need arises, no ye juma. Christmas obeti and come more because a rare a festive season. Easter uti and come more because a festive season. You can afashe period into say afashe and yes just keep us afashe but festivals of every community, especially the big ones, Abuachire ya wohonomo
Fetu
Bakatue Ninina ya wohonomo, just because during this periods no akwenhyia no etime kostro emaye, especially for Central region. We also heighten our activities just for people to get a better understanding, and then we create the greater awareness for the people to be more cautious during the period.
Okay. Now Obibakade, every year biano, can we talk about statistics? And this year we performed better than last year. Last year there was a reduction. I mean, can we be doing that always and we don't find solutions to the problems?
The solution lies between you and I. Beyond the statistics, no. In him say akwenhyia it's not just for the individual, it affects the nation, it affects ejuma productivity and development. Enti solution no elai ejina menewo so enti menewo a ejina yenso no okaya eno na yeka say jai obonsam ejuma no yesi a live campaign na sisi ano about jai obonsam ejuma no jai obonsam ejuma no because ye hu ne say ejuma ana ye nam kwan so na akwenhyia ye de ma na bonsam bi na eye na omope moja bi wa hanom. All those things and you say they are not real, they are, but then they buy oko speed when the child say see house accelerator ne so eye one out see accelerator ne so inti say ya mayen laws I govern your kwan and the use of the road. Now would they all say onye, now would they all say me the wrongful overtaking na meko. Overtaking is actually allowed but say who enim ye say obe push obi efri ne kwan so and say kwan so a narrow road na o pese o ye sa wrongful overtaking na obviously it's going to cause a crash and na ye kwan we so head on collision pa and na ye nya wo kwan ne so it means a wrongful overtaking and e causes sa akwanhia no nti it's about time one kasa obe own your own safety means so me owning me safety and then I'm also being responsible as the advocate for road safety but it also depends on who to equally do what is right on the road inti say yen nyina ye nya santi ase na etimi ebetimi aboa yen but until we all get that understanding say we need to own our own safety e wo kwan ne so say na be ya akwanhia ne be bra ase we'll keep talking about statistics. We can't do away with the numbers because the numbers data should lead us to help us to find those solutions. And the solutions obviously lie between you and I. Say e be ye ne se e fata wo kwan ne so. Say na be ya akwanhia ne so eno be brase. Obviously and just about Ghana. We call everywhere in the world they are recording crashes. Most of the time you always see the numbers. They will always talk about the statistics because data we are National Road Safety Authority we are a data-led organization. We can't do away with the data. We need the data to also help us say ye be fine tune their year say ne be ya nyina ye be hu reduction until last year we were seeing reductions in most of your numbers and so this year if we are seeing reductions I think say we should also be talking about it.
You talk about head-on collision and I mean yani busy roads ewo yani kroma ha pacha Ghana ha ni nyina ye single lane single lane and them busy roads do super na accident osido power. I mean what has been the suggestion between the road safety and then the government? I mean we head-on collision every day Mojerugu. I mean if you double lanes na dan come if you record accident is it but we'll have a total reduction of it.
Okay. It may I say as one of my promotional interviews one of the questions will be Sami to say senior will be Sami and the solution I mean we all know the solution dualization of Yen Road and interestingly nipa no bisame no ofi ye ministry which means say bibia we are all aware say it's a solution to most of yen problems ye kwan so however highways they've gone far. There's this Abidjan, Lagos, Accra corridor biomoye and I think that one they've gone far. Enchebia obehu say omo besha ejuma nase sa road is no longer going to be on this stretch na N1 they are going to divest the road and it's going to move all the way from Elubu Ekusi Aflawo in Sebehu say we are going to have more lanes I bit me use I think it's Cape Coast Central Region hanomo far baby to say Ankafo honomo elminatri honomo eko we say na eko ebe bodwase honomo all the way to Dodowa na eko enti enche bia I think say hopefully by next year they should start work on it. And I mean so say there's it's on the drawing board and so say overhead Pedu Junction honomo insi from it's on the drawing board. In fact you and I say it's on the drawing board but for the Abidjan Lagos
I believe that the road safety can do the advocate because accident no but I want you baby son the accident so you can lead the crusade now for the government to expedite actions on that.
Meaning how you want us to lead the crusade but it's something that we are doing and ye bibia bibia ye bia no there should be a plan in place. You should also commit some funds to it. Until all those things are put together, no. Talking may not really solve the problem, but when you have all the resources in place, obviously Cape Coast in America, no, and our central region in America, no, people's lands are going to be taken from them. Obviously it was not something you dream way back in 1926 and now you get me into a young for land and a year compensation. So we need to find the funds to ensure say we are supporting all the people who are yebeji or mulans if you're munsim no. It's not something a year as easy as just talking. Talking there yeah kasa. But we need the right resources to ensure say we are doing what is right on the road.
All right. Ayaza menye National Road Safety Authority nefa ofimfin mantuma pina oda ano era Linda Afote anan wohwene ni mobile fefa na menyirizi nkomo efan oye akwansia horo osisi ewo yane ekwando na ma membro na ewia ebu ya homa na atum na etefu nso etum na abamibi na yanhwe we are in November and the 24th. Okay, some few days na yesi December ebonhu I want to record a question kesipa from this time going yezi kora the utility no drivers, passengers, what should be our responsibility on our road?
It's nice. It's a drivers, passengers,
yes.
Pedestrians, motorists, everybody. What should be our responsibility? Of course, I said yes, I do work on so. Inti drivers no, yenim say, call Christmas no. Let's just say I ready for. Obia peso o tukwan ekodi nidwa e beton because Christmas no it's a period you cash in into grofo elko schools ebe makwan and all that into for your drivers no e best from say nyina yenim akwanhia na nyina ne fa nyina agina speeding ebe ma wa wrongful overtaking wa brena o kashen in fact a speed no ena ebe ma wo a crash the impact will be very great. One sakrampo na o kashen sa insano be ma o sa false confidence no na o dey speedy into speeding there a cut across all the issues related to road traffic crashes into a best in drivers no say nam kwan so a yenya abushre na ebetimi aka and say your police for no and your munyina no mujina kwan so most of the places no is a AP I think accident squad patrol no omuna omo kwan so inti vantage points na in police for no usually omujina no en shada ehu omo inti it also beholds on us say even though there's the police presence in honomono we also need to own our safety inti dia ye bia wo kwan so no ye mfa nto ya adwemu say ye gya ye busuafo e wo fie akwanhia ni bi no nwu say driver no waye overtaking sa na pom akwanhia na ba at the end of the day breadwinner una ye breadwinner o na che say we busuafo we jomo and then you leave them stranded into a best and drivers say omunam kwan so a omunya abohre near say efata no omunye wo kwan so for your passengers right now it's difficult for me to say let's pick up because it has become like passengers no sometimes omukasa drivers no omuntie but yebeko so aka say ye kasa we need mu we should speak politely to the drivers obi anaso den kra in a polite way no kikemugu ne so a ene obeko so ayebone no but ode enidie ema no na oni ne ka I believe say ono nso obeti wo asope mu nti yen simple message to yen passengers ne say any drivers ne nkasa when they are misbehaving on the road, but we should say it in a polite way. For yen pedestrians no, in fact for pedestrians to be dying on the road like this 139 again for this year alone, it's not encouraging. In the best right yen pedestrians say omunso munam kwan so a omunya hweye. I think say Endra mean kai baby anamenam, but obi na okita ni phone or the twa kwan ni mu na onam kwan ni mu to say onam ni dem, and then you ask yourself, are you serious? When you say we are kwan so a driver may be speeding, kwan so like less traffic into the driver could be doing anything on the road, and then you are walking like unam udem into best try and passengers and they say yeah truck anymore, let's do it in a brisk way, and then they are distracting and what your way kwan so your phone especially sometimes phone no assume earpiece assume now the traffic kwemo. How would you even hear the sound of vehicles coming? In see the best try and pass pedestrians say nam kwan so a yenye dia ese efata unam kwan so na ebia anajo a anya wo de use be colorful na especially wo she dark to say na mechania yeah she be ebema light no tosu crampo a de be hu say obi enam kwan so imagine ya ankasa ye dark dada, then we are wearing dark clothing ebe then na yen drivers do na yen vehicles no lighting system ni very bad into yen am kwan so yen fast anyama we nyina into ya adwen mu, and then yen walking facing oncoming vehicles unless baby a wolf and maybe in a curve or something, you need to walk abreast with the vehicle, but as much as possible no the advice is yen walking facing on oncoming vehicles. There were yen motorists so pragiafo almost omo asedi esese omudi wakwane so
pragiafo no wodi babamewa na mamumbu ya homa no ntum ebi asem se bi baba na eya no amayen na yazi pragiafo no so yazi wozi awon wo ho. All right, 0244 408 046 0244 408 354 asankam okay okay
organizer
aquarium yanko
ana penny mo
ejuma da se
na ba wa cheche anya pa na mi ma sam ko pen pen sam na ba e mo che ma se ma po cho am no kita ka na wadi ejuma no mo cho ya wa fon wa yin ya bit na because am no kita ka kasem adesa no ko ye ni ka tina che mi na adesa am no ka sa futu wa park and sana e ma tina we sin ba ne and the first year no ka sun ka kan mo pa wuto wa kan na do wa chin.
Okay.
The time of some business, I'm not to cast at the phone, you and Chachana. That's it.
Massimo, that's it, baby. Be a number. Asankum.
Moya, you are Sanka Badaya. Open a Jeku, Oswala, Sia, Nafabla, Fibidity, later so a pin and Pabadi.
Come around money too.
Mother say, Mamma Bisham, Mercacham, mammy there. Yabesre so when you pay football call ngwaduna waka into abebwa e wona what to driving school pinjan ano ka ho bi en accident na odoso en ka no na jeje te gwadun en driving school yi ho e bedi mate na hu kala ka na ya do so anta na baba betina sie na yim na drive se bibiri besi a en na chere bi a wotai en na wa pay wa front en na accident baba hwende and accident into that school for no so waka ho for some okwaren waka ho accident why you cho so one number na say thank you
asankam
Nenya no asanka bode a ode baba
empocha wana me saka
sem masanka no ba two traders na me abawo
anu bi ne hia ma Melinda bo hwe no we lead one na wode aba
mate
wana saka
oh first of no Holston
Festus.
Na no ko kusha
Empacho within our ID card do you have it?
Festus Jesidazi.
Festus Jesidazi. Okay.
Yeah.
We
my friends in the two no. I prayer for no. So grant on my phone on no. Once I know line is for middle. Okay, the car is per album.
Okay.
Oh, what's the problem? Let's do this no confirm kola no take much my bobby. So some one customer because with the almost family. But no line also.
Okay.
It's a line that so to light in na afa.
All right. And Festus. Yeah, that's it.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Ebusia wasi botum na fra 0244 408 046 0244 408 354. Asankam.
Onai Uncle Suman Wasanka Bangelisi.
Okay.
Mpome.
Nyame adum mpocha wonso e.
Mu contribution yi de sisia no ye ko yenyim. Si am connected. Si el kade bia busia drab no kizimete misafo keka yan no do so kizimete. Am questioning besia misafo keka yan ko school anko bible anko driving school a. Driving school no waka. Be mama me no kan. Ahweye ye speeding ye mu kan meka road science ye mu ba speed kill am all the problem ya ba e ko so the na speed no so a be pad break and where you are watching until you to me ye be safri ye won to mon kitimate and san would ka
okay
yamenka
waso asankam hello
I'm coming to futu.
You mpacho udina or fraud
I'm futu.
Udina ID card do you have?
Oh, John Annan Baptist.
John Annan, okay. Uncle John, into.
Oh, have a car road safety. Meaning this road provisions. But what matters with the if you quite a hunger. Even though I want to know madam marking in road science, but they have to into anka otu na wadi they don't want no parking but otu sure about how years in she so bio into so there one from would not a man
okay
na I am to me where I can aban in carbon in can I can ni papa so
oh na some we na as you know back at no okay 0244 408 046 0244 408 354 yes yes ya no ba fa from the man na yes akọ asankam hello
uya badi here
Epacho we didn't then
this is kwafu
Mpacha be kwafu
oh but this is Nicholas Gatia
okay Nicholas okay papa into
yo no kwacho ai da ba mi na se ncheshe da me na de pi emo no nje no to amu pa ma yan azata ku fom no ezikam over speed work last no that's yes we can speed no work on kasi yo it is so there over sticker oda bo so oboko 8 to 1 stickers dey there but sky be adibo it one car na ko speed no abanje one way na bo so ko speed ahe ini ide yodo o today be one car so you as the ko people pa mo we the seat yala o wo car mi no the question ni ezem
okay
you could that like crying the quality idea also wo dem ka si abodi ototro do we sit do wa do that do wa bed do papa bi wa ko fine odi o damo enti bi si there we safety for the what wa say di no ma ho na wo bed seat da do wo mo ko na ho ba fada wo be seat yi amazika di azenta if we pray the wuru wa go fo kata
all right
na mangasa ba ke chori piem to be o de safety but awu ebie ya e nkero obetum ko
yes so yeah that's it bebre Melinda the ibiaba yɛnya na
okay nti you better obi biara ofre ase. I think say me jotting down most of the questions. And see how we can respond to them. The aquarium no be sir.
But answer the mama fa ebia last call ebi o hade ne yin sim bisa na no. All right. Asankam.
Monya you asanka. Anko amene.
Come na.
Aha, ma I mogban smakote. Ma me papa all kanenwa. Nchawro okasi bibido. Na mana all kanon ano ogina spend 10 on fashion and manade. No one some number papa and all kada city no. And wa oyetia. Ambassador Apple Ghana. And I won't try to send them and channel so
na say ano de nyame no wa gbo bialenti obiama need to be tell no the better come na ba menda se bebre ma Melinda.
Yeah, okay. I think say the last caller no basically no account about or say yenfa stickers. Yenye stickers of
speed limits.
Speed limits no.
Okay.
Na yenfa drivers no. In fact, omo LI 2180. And want to spell it out very the same speed limits ne nkeka hono but very the same advisor or they my in see ebehwe how best ebetimi aye na ye dia ma drivers no and na all about seats ne so a ewo shine obi say sprinters no any I think say most of those vehicles now mobile cargo vehicles now you are converting them into passenger vehicles no sometimes na I think say beginning no seats ni okay but along the line no drivers nankasa omunye if anything
the approved seat
omunye maintenance
okay.
Into replacements nkeka ho no nti I think say basically no eno no e betime ne omompanyimfo no aka no mo nso omomfa omani nko sa ehonom no because
do we have approved measurement for fixing those seats?
DVLA can tell better about those things. DVLA ne betime actually better with those things and road signs and markings na eno nso efedi no church highways ni urban roads. In fact, recently no highways special paid to hono Eba Tanjuri, some of them were marked. We've talked to them as and when they get a certain budget to take care of it. Now almost 80 we are dealing with priorities. Into issues now, you want to say a year if anything of much priority no no na ye hwe into kakranka omo be yen road agencies no omo be hwe sa issues na ye can about signages no any markings na efedi no and our signages na no so any hodom no eventually do replace all of them and I think say the fourth person no more or less no answer the second question about driving schools now say any necessary no obviously yenti mean ka say o school a enye yinina anka enye school anka yenti ha yenka say driver or ye mistake wo kwan so a nipa bebre na omonkwa ewo nsem ba yenka doctor onu wako school oye mistake anya nipa ba ko pe na eda ne bed ne so but wo driver enzie nyina school no ehia say obeko school na wenya nkyerechire because day in day out no new things are coming up cars grandpa ye use no enche bia you see electric vehicles na eba into one ko school enya say enimdie na how would you manage those vehicles into school dear ehu hia into mayenka say school I mean old things have passed away kaneno na ye ni driving schools now the law mandates say every driver should go to a driving school what called driving school na bano to get their hands on no and now to get more experience no e be obetimi aboa, but you need to go through the driving school to now when ya driving license no. And then aquarium so ebisa about meeting with heavy goods vehicles. In fact, Ushwe Central Region Hanoma yen shed that any heavy goods vehicles or more a friend is saying associations sa ewo Central Region, but there were such things ewo other regions they say Takrade ene enkeka hono into those places no yen sister officers never honomono they deal with them. However, no yen in the Central Region they ye say ye jina kwine so with the police na ye education when we get hold of them and ye jina omo na ye ni omo aye sa ncheche no nti we still find a way ye ni omo ye sa ncheche no, but ye sister agencies and ye sister office na ewo other regions no omo ebi wo hono no omo ni omo kasa. And then I think say the last one about pragiafo na omo yusu omo lane no eno de ampa pa bibia sometimes omo di wenim kra. You need to be extra careful because unim at what point in time omo bejida ama ebi a passenger into I don't know say omuni friend is saying stopping light and now brake light and also timi bo mo, but your best romo say kwano enyo mo kwa mo de. In fact the road was not even made for them, but we are sharing the road. Ye kwana ye use no a matter of sharing into all share road no who say obi di we nim obi di we chi into whatever esa indication esa oma se na ebe ya nipa na odi we chi no obehu se ujina ana nipa na odi we nim no obehu se ujina ana bibi no ye be strom se omunye sa niama no na issues that comes up with omo negligence ewo kwan so no edi akwenhia eba no. In fact, because of some of these things into na 2021 mayor ede some measures eba say they shouldn't even cross a highway no, but unfortunately no they are back to doing the things we had to meet with them and then talk to them and then help them to do the right things. Then but as wadiana or more inti your best from say let's all be disciplined on the road. Say no bebrase.
All right. Ebusia enti oyaza Central Region paying pa order National Road Safety Authority edumukuna no. Mama Linda Afote Anan. And then yini ezi enkomwe obasana bebi baza no baba obotwe no pa na encheche no akwanyim eya part 1 dada yini abohwe na kwando ebonu ka bi waso no light shine can't be light bobbo ho bebre ono so no embran okadan nze fon na ye na akone no di akwano enti yenyina no yenhwe na yentumi yembo ye ho ban infree akwanhia ho ebusia business kwamina Suman na mema mamezi nenu sama o twato kra within a minute na ezi esi. Yes.
I think since emne de yaka bebre no so no yaka nia esese ye se ne be yakwenhia no we brase, but ye ko weekend na ye nim what the weekend also brings eno say no wo share yen dia stadia omaye wo Greater Accra, and that stadium me say it also resonates ewo ye hanomo inti ye bestre obi biara okashen, especially any obia otishen mu any obia oye onam dadi ni any tricycle for nyina say ebra ye ko weekend yi nyina ye nye ahwe yie ewo kwan ni so e be say nyina ye di Christmas dey say ye de inti ye de no when di bia ene waye wo wo asamando na wo tie ye na ye enjoy ye ho enti ye besro bibiara se ebra ye ko weekend yi nyina ye nye ahwe ye wo kwan ne so yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛte akwanhyia biara sɛnea yɛhu yɛ statistics up to October no yɛmfa nkɔ ne saa na nyinaa yɛnkɔ 2024 new year ni mu.
All right. Every cent here, did you mean? And if you did so.